Okay, so today we're making Rice Krispie treats. Specifically, we're making cinnamon vanilla Rice Krispie treats. Now, what you're gonna need for this recipe is 3 tablespoons of butter of your choice, some cinnamon, some vanilla, pure vanilla extract, not that imitation, a box of Rice Krispies or the generic off-brand, and a bag, 12 ounce bag of marshmallows. I don't know if there's different brands. And then you're gonna need a Pyrex bowl, some parchment paper.
That is not a bowl.
Pyrex pan, parchment paper, and a saucepan to cook the ingredients in. So I have my trusty helper here, Kaylin.
That's a big pan.
I know, it's pretty big. We can get a smaller one probably. So we'll just get a smaller one, so we'll be right back. So we got our new trusty saucepan here. It's non-stick, which makes it nice, I guess. So anyway, what we're gonna do now is we're actually going to turn the flame on to like a medium heat, and we're gonna add the 3 tablespoons of butter. So that's what we're gonna do. We'll be right back. So my trusty assistant is, well, my wife is adding the butter. So that's 3 tablespoons. I'm just gonna let this melt. And once the butter is melted, we're going to start adding the marshmallows into the mixture, and that's the next thing you're gonna see. So we decided to switch back to the regular one because we realized that we're gonna have to put all those Rice Krispies in there and it probably wouldn't fit.
That's not what I was taught to do.
Well, this is the new school recipe. Okay, now that the butter's melted, as you can see, we're gonna go ahead and add the marshmallows. I have one hand, so I'm gonna try to do that. The whole bag.
You didn't get all of it.
I know, I'm working with one hand here. Just struggler. And then we're gonna go ahead and melt all this. It's not going to be too easy. Maybe it will be.
I think it will be.
So once that gets melted, then we're going to add the rest of the ingredients, which is going to be a teaspoon of cinnamon and a teaspoon of pure vanilla extract, 35% alcohol by volume. So we got a little helper with us right now. We actually are only going to add 3/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon. It's pretty strong, what do you call it, spice. We're going to go ahead and just sprinkle that. Keep mixing it. I'm gonna go rinse this off and get the vanilla in there. So here's the vanilla extract. We're gonna go ahead and dump that in. And I don't know if you can see the consistency down there. It's kind of melting. All the marshmallows aren't quite melted yet, but once they melt, then we're gonna go on to the next step. You can also, right now, you can also put a piece of parchment paper into your pan, which is what we're gonna do right now.
If you butter the pan and then put the parchment paper down, it sits easier.
Did you hear that, people? So we're gonna butter the pan, then put the parchment paper down. Okay, so the parchment paper is in there. As you can see, it's stuck to the side, so we buttered it. Now that it's all melted, we turn the heat off, turn the flame off, and we add the marshmallows, like 1/3 of the bag.
What do you mean the marshmallow?
Or the Rice Krispies. So you add 1/3 of the bag, mix it up, and then you ready for more?
Yeah. That wasn't even.
Add another 1/3.
Your thirds are not.
There's 4/3 in this bag. So now that it's all mixed together, we're gonna go for the pour, and obviously this is gonna be a 2-man job, so I don't have to put the camera down. So the next thing you're gonna see is this with the Rice Krispie marshmallow concoction in it. So once it's in the bowl,
it's a
once in the pan,
pan,
you can squeeze it down with your fingers. We do have our hands washed. And you get it formed in there. But make sure your hands are washed before you do this. Get it nice and even. Man, is it kind of hot. And after you get that done, we're gonna go ahead and put it into the fridge for 2 hours, and then we're gonna get on to the next step. So we'll be right back. So Blake wanted to eat a marshmallow, so we saved one for her. You like it? To be determined. She's a little indecisive. We didn't give her the whole one because she might choke. But anyway, you let the Rice Krispie treats chill in the fridge for 2 hours before we cut them into squares. So we got some time to kill, so we're just getting Blake hopped up on sugar. It's okay because it's mommy's weekend. We live together, so it's both of our weekends. Is that good or what? Okay, so it's been a little over 2 hours, and right now they're heating this, so you can see how easily the parchment paper comes out. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually cut these into squares. So that's what we're gonna do right now. So I'll be right back. So we just cut them into squares. Now we're gonna go ahead and put them onto the plate. It's a pretty thick Rice Krispie treat. So there they are. Thick marshmallow. What are these Rice Krispie treats? Vanilla, cinnamon, ooey gooey marshmallow Rice Krispie treats. Blake is in love right now with them. Kaylin likes them. She's eating them with a spoon because they're just too big for her. She'll choke on them. But again, that's how you make it. If you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. 614 Life. Peace and you're welcome. All the measurements are going to be in the description below.